Jimmy honey, please stop. Jimmy dear, stop. Jimmy, I told you to stop. Jimmy, stop or I'ma use the 7-belt martial arts on your ass.
To understand anger and emotions in general, we need first to talk about the expected and the reality. You see, when a human is put into a situation, he always simulates the near future in his mind, and constitutes what I like to call the expected. When the dad told Jimmy to stop flickering, he expected him to listen, that is the expected in this scenario. But Jimmy didn't listen, so the reality didn't match the expected. That is the source of the father's anger. So does that mean, whenever reality doesn't match what we expect, it leads to anger? Well, no, not always. We gonna call the unmatching of reality in the expected discordance. A state of discordance can lead to two types of emotions, disappointment and anger. If so, then what are the factors that lead to either anger or disappointment? Why sometimes we get angry, and some other times we get disappointed? Well, it all has to do with acceptance. If we accept that the expected doesn't match reality, we get disappointed. If we don't, we get angry. Emotions are that simple. So understanding this system makes us able to control our emotions into going to the disappointment zone or to the anger zone. For example, if the father accepted that his son won't listen to him, which is the opposite of what he had expected, he would have been disappointed in him, then he would feel sad, but we are going to talk about sadness in another video. In the other hand, if the father would have not accepted that his son doesn't listen to him, he would have got angry. But then you tell me, I should always be disappointed to not be angry? Well, you can avoid this duality by expecting every single scenario from a certain situation. This puts you always in concordance, which means reality always matches your expectations. And in doing so you will reach a new state called indifference. Or what we usually call I don't care. So now in conclusion, we have three states in our system: anger, disappointment, and indifference. So why should I take a certain state instead of the other? Well, anger was originally created to boost an individual's physical abilities. It makes your body produce adrenaline, which makes your heart beat faster and makes you ready for combat to transform the reality to what you had initially expected, or what I call reach concordance. But this has some drawbacks, because although you are very strong physically, you are very fragile mentally. You can easily get manipulated and be unable to transform your desire into reality, which can be extremely devastating. So use your anger state wisely. Next is the indifference. Indifference is a very powerful state. It grants you complete control over your mind, since what happened doesn't bother you. You can think clearly and be completely unpredictable, since your desire isn't clear. It is best suited for mind games and delicate situations. Its drawback is that you lack motivation to do whatever needs to be done, since you are always in concordance. Disappointment is what happens when you can't be indifferent because your desire for a certain outcome is great, or in other words, you care too much. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Please let me know in the comments section if you agree or disagree with my view on the subject. And see ya in the next video.